Hello and welcome to Health Professional Radio. I'm your host, Neal Howard. Thank you for joining us today. Our guest in studio is Dr. Pina LoGiudice. She's here to talk about her new book, The Little Book of Healthy Beauty, Simple Daily Habits to Get You Glowing, to tell us how we can achieve and maintain what's called the glow. Welcome to Health Professional Radio, Dr. Pina.
Thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure.
Thank you. As a naturopathic doctor, talk about what a naturopathic doctor is and how you differ from, say, a traditional doctor for those of us who may not be familiar with naturopathy.
Sure, that's a great question. So a naturopathic doctor is someone who went to a 4-year medical school, just like your conventional medical doctor, that we take the same basic sciences in terms of anatomy, physiology, pharmacology, but our training is focused on advanced on diet, nutrition, herbal medicine, and vitamin therapy. So in our philosophy of medicine, we take a very holistic approach, so mind, body, spirit, where in the conventional medical world, you're broken up into parts. It's called allopathic medicine, so it's very system-based. So that's why you have a gastroenterologist, rheumatologist, gynecologist, and so on. So we're licensed as primary care physicians, so we practice as general physicians, but instead of always resorting to pharmaceuticals, we try to use natural means whenever possible first.
I've got a copy of your book, and your introduction talks about your mom. Is your mom the inspiration for going into naturopathic science rather than traditional medicine, or was it something that happened totally unrelated?
Well, my mom is definitely an inspiration for me. She's really a remarkable woman. But really for me, what got me into natural medicine was my own health journey. I really suffered when I was younger, even as early as 6 years old, with a lot of digestive issues. And, my parents took me to different physicians over the course of the years, and everyone's like, well, this is your life. You're going to just have to live with this. And it wasn't until I graduated college and was studying to go to take the test for conventional medical school that I was actually fortunately introduced to my first holistic practitioner. And I saw that person, and within 2 weeks, he changed my life. I had amazing turnaround. I felt strong. I felt that vitality. I had no digestive issues. And with that, I'm like, this is what I have to study. So that's when I pursued naturopathic medical school rather than the conventional. And, it's funny because with my mom was born in Sicily, and even growing up, she always used different natural remedies for my stomach that I don't even know were natural remedies. I just thought they were Italian, but not really making the connection about, oh, these are plants and Mother Earth gave us these wonderful things to help heal our bodies. And so with that, with thankfully her doing that, and I've been able to, take that inspiration and run with it.
Now, you're also co-founder of a naturopathic clinic. Where is it located?
So I have this clinic with my husband, Dr. Peter Bongiorno. We started it over 12 years ago, and we're right here in New York. So we have 2 office locations, one in Manhattan and one on Long Island. So we've been working together over the course of the 12 years. We actually met prior to medical school during research at the National Institutes of Health. But fortunately, we both were passionate about natural medicine. So we went to medical school together and then came back home to New York and started our practice. And so we have a few associates and, been trying to spread the word of natural medicine to our community.
Can our listeners get more information about Inner Source Health?
Absolutely. They can go to our website where we try to put out really good information. We put up-to-date research about natural medicine or different herbs or nutrients. And you could find us at innersourcehealth.com. That's INNERSOURCE health.com.
Your book, The Little Book of Healthy Beauty, Simple Daily Habits to Get You Glowing. You didn't say simple, healthy habits to make you feel better or, make you look better. You said glowing. That's pretty specific. What exactly are you talking about when you're talking about someone glowing? I mean, we've heard someone glowing because, they're about to have a baby.
Pregnant.
Or glowing, or they're happy. What are you talking about? What is the glow?
Right. I am trying to articulate that almost indescribable radiance and beauty and energetic vitality that people exude when they're truly healthy and happy. So I wanted to write a book where people can know and be empowered that, they can actually feel like that, but they don't have to go through life, feeling less than or feeling not 100% as I was told many years ago, so that you could definitely, make simple positive changes in your life so that you can get that glow and that, inner joy just shines through.
So it doesn't matter, if you've got a $2,000 suit on, or if you're running around, in t-shirt and jeans and tennis shoes. You're talking about that inner glow that exudes outwardly once you're content and happy with making some changes in your life.
Right. It's not about like, okay, how much makeup you have on. It's really how your eyes shine. There's a sense of strength in the body and a confidence and a sense of peace and well-being that, you could see that person. I don't know if you've ever been to a high school or college reunion where you see some people like, okay, aging is not their friend, where other people are like, okay, they're in a time capsule and what are they doing? And so that's what I'm talking about. It's like, wow, it's just that sense of vitality that, people can maintain throughout their life.
We talked briefly about some of the differences between your practice and traditional practice. Talk about some of the, the science. What would you say to someone who's more familiar with traditional forms of healing when you're trying to get them to consider naturopathy?
Yeah, well, what I find usually happens is that, patients usually come to see us after they've seen every other conventional doctor and they still haven't received help, or they're just still not feeling good, or they're tired of being on multiple pharmaceuticals. So, I tell patients all the time, because I do a lot of lecturing, I do a lot of TV work, and it's not that one medicine is better than the other. It's just finding the best medicine for you at the time. Because sometimes, if someone is in a very inflamed place and they need a certain medication, I'll be like, you know what? Get on the medicine, let's stop that process, and then let's do the natural things, because they do take more time and are a little bit slower to get you off those things and get you healthier and stronger. Where other times I'll tell patients where, absolutely natural medicine is a great place, because there's so many areas that the body can heal itself. Like, given the opportunity, your body can heal. It just needs, that opportunity to do so, because if you're constantly bombarding it with heavy medications or with a bad diet or poor sleep, it's not going to be getting that chance.
Your book is written in a very personal, warm, and friendly way.
Thank you.
You're an acupuncturist as well.
Mm-hmm.
Acupuncture, it looks painful. I'm sure that it's not, because so many people have said so many great things about it. In your experience, when we're talking about something above and beyond the simple daily habits that your book will, in a user-friendly way, teach everybody that, we're all different and there are things that you can do on a daily basis. But above and beyond that, maybe acupuncture, is that something that is touched on in your book?
It is, because, what we do inherently in our practice is personalized medical care, because, 3 people can come along with, digestive issues, reflux, but how they came to that issue is very different. So that's why we go through these basic tenets or these basic keys that I refer to in the book. But then above that, then yes, I will recommend acupuncture. And most people think, oh, acupuncture needles, ouch, no way. But the needles are so thin that if you actually took an acupuncture needle, it'll fit inside a sewing needle. It's that thin.
Wow.
So once people get over the concept of like, oh, this is going to be painful, it really isn't. It's actually, I find, even more relaxing than getting a massage. So I'll recommend acupuncture to patients, or I'll recommend various supplementation or other type of body therapies like craniosacral, or they could do meditation, all these other things that they can do to help themselves rebalance and get that vitality.
Right. Now, where can our listeners get a hold of the little book of healthy beauty, simple daily habits to get you glowing, maybe a little bit more information about yourself and Inner Source Health?
Right, absolutely. So there's actually a few ways. There's my practice website of innersourcehealth.com, where my husband and I put out a lot of good information about recent research on natural medicine or new information about various health topics. You could also go to Dr. Pina ND, that's drpinaND.com, to also get the book. And there's also Amazon where you can purchase it as well.
Thank you so much. You've been listening to Health Professional Radio. I'm your host, Neal Howard, and we've been in studio with Dr. Pina LoGiudice, a natural medicine practitioner, also the author of the little book of Healthy Beauty, Simple Daily Habits to Get You Glowing, talking about the science behind what she calls the glow, that healthy inner radiance when we're truly healthy and happy. It's been great having you here with us today, Dr. Pina.
Thank you so much for having me. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you. Transcripts and audio of this program are available at healthprofessionalradio.com.au and also at hpr.fm, and you can subscribe to this podcast on iTunes.